I would say I had a great month playing things in October, even if a few of my plans ended up changing. I finished the Alchemy fever dream that found its best home on consoles and had a little time after, so instead of waiting for the Tales game I actually wanted to play, I thought about the empty time on my commute and picked up my second choice, the Little Monster Collector that never disappoints, especially to keep the JRPG fun going next to a couple of other small things. I have hours of gaming time ahead in November and can't wait for what I'm about to play, so here are the JRPGs I played in October. Pokémon Legends Z-A was an experience I thought I wouldn't have time for in October, but when I finished Resleriana Red and White around the middle of the month on the same day Z-A came out, I couldn't help but think why not, especially since the Tales of Xillia remaster wasn't coming until the 31st. So I picked it up and I'm really glad to say I did, as not only do I get to give JRPG of the month to a game that actually came out in October, but also because it's been good fun as I play. My childhood journey in the Pokemon games finished off to Pokemon Crystal, so I tend to forget how special the series is to me, but like I found out from a lot of you in my Wonder Stars videos, Pokemon was also a special part of my 90s childhood, so coming back to games like Pokemon always feels fun, nostalgic, and pretty with its modern coat of paint these days. I'm not really asking Z-A to do anything crazy. I want to be able to collect monsters, have something that feels like a gym battle sometimes, and play through a story campaign to try and be the very best, and so far Z-A is doing exactly that. I picked my Chikorita starter at the beginning, caught things in its first wild zone, and then battled at night in its battle areas, climbing the ranks from Z upwards that fits the brief perfectly, especially in another world with a story just like I liked about Legends Arceus. That's the exact kind of Pokemon I enjoy playing, even in its more city setting. I'm about 10 hours in and probably about a third of my way through, discovering Mega Pokemon for the first time and how to make the most of its day and night cycle. Best of all, it's easy to jump in and out of during my commutes and as I work on other things, so I hope to play and even finish it more this month and continue my Pokemon journey in another great Pokemon Legends game. October was also a very important month for my gaming time since, as I said, I finished Atelier Resleriana, the Red Alchemist, and the White Guardian, and it really put everything there in an attempt to be my favorite Atelier from this year. October, I really got into the second half of its story, seeing things grow between Rias and Slade, and some of its big reveals happen. Some I could predict, but all of them having the impact they should, with Red and White's characters really shining in the second half. And the engaging story was paired with Red and White's great mechanics and turn-based system that made everything feel as good as it should, as I made better items with active and passive effects to help me get to the very end of its campaign. I was also glad to get a little post-game time after finishing. I recently randomly remembered I can watch events on auto as I eat, something I was reminded of as I pondered ways to make time to keep meeting the Wanderers in Red and White's world. This was almost the perfect breakfast treat thanks to their length, and now I can say I've met all the available ones in this story. It was nice to compare it to Pola Knight recently as I logged in to get one unit, and the app is alive and well, but I'll put the notes I had on screen. Thanks to Red and White having no gacha barriers, it's effortless to get all its endgame content, whereas in Pola Knight, I likely have a lot of unit leveling to do everything I want to. Thanks to Red and White being more accessible in this way, I'll be considering putting time into it this month as well, as I sit with only a couple of dimensional paths left to explore. I made my review on it too that you might have seen, so I hope those who haven't will go take a look for my full thoughts. In November, I'll be looking back fondly on my Red and White colored Resleriana journey and hoping Gus considers some sort of similar experience, as it was a great balance of classic Atelier mechanics and characters tied into a new standout Atelier. Discovering I can auto-get through events as I eat meant I jumped into Fear in the Wondrous Academy for a minute to see more of its 7 Wonder Quests, then not feel the vibe totally. But one more small experience I was super glad to get into was a brief return to Trails to Azure while Pokemon Z-A was downloading. It was nice to get onto its next story, even for about 20 minutes, especially with my gaming habits these days where I have a good balance between main game content and side stuff that might mean I actually finish it sooner, even if it might creep its way into next year, as I'm about to embark on a big gaming undertaking in November while still playing Pokemon 2. In October, the comforting feeling of coming back to my long-running side game while also noticing my own differences in my playtime was cool, so I wonder what I'll feel the next time I get back to it. It was nice to touch 2 smaller experiences in October as I jump into a pretty focused month, as a good reminder of other things I've loved this year too. While the Yakuza Kiwami 1 and 2 re-release comes out for Switch 2 on the 13th, without a Switch 2 and me being me, I have my eye on only one thing for November. Atelier Ryza DX's Trilogy will be out on the 13th with new content and the DLC of all 3 games, both available as 3 individual games and together as a secret Trilogy Deluxe pack. I'm sure it'll be a shock to no one that I fully plan to replay these games, although it was also something I was apprehensive about as those final 2 games are big. However, I need to know the extra story like Ryza 1's After Story and Kilo and Bosses, so I'm really excited to have my Ryza playthrough of Dreams thanks to all the extra content, and hope you'll look forward to hearing more about them soon. Whatever you play in November, whether it be these re-releases or otherwise, I hope everyone is still having fun playing as we get close to jumping into another year of great things to play. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know in the comments below what you played in October and what you plan to play this month. You can like and share this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel for more JRPG content like this, and ring that bell to get notifications on whenever I post so you don't miss a thing. You can check out more videos here, and you can find me on social media on X, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, all at JRPG Jungle. Links to those will be in the description below, and until next time, thank you, bye!